Hi everyone, so today I'm here to do a review of The Edge of Never by J.A. Redmerski. So this is a new adult book and I received a copy of this from NetGalley. I actually requested it because I saw a review on Jessie's blog, Jess Hart's Books, and she absolutely loved it. And when I was reading her review, I just knew that I had to get my hands on this book because it sounded exactly like the kind of new adult book that I absolutely love. So like I said, this is a new adult book and the book does contain mature content, so my review will contain mature content because I'm reviewing this book and I will be talking about the stuff that happened in it. So this book follows our two characters, Cam and Andrew. Cam has had to deal with some problems in her past and she decides that she wants to get away, so she jumps on a bus and travels across the US on a bus, and while she's doing this she meets a guy called Andrew who is also suffering from his own family issues. So I thought this was such a unique new adult book because nothing is the same as anything that happens in the rest of them. They don't have the usual crap going on that new adult books usually do. But yeah, I absolutely loved this one. It also had the unique element of a road trip in it as well, and I've never read a book about a road trip, so I really enjoyed that about it. To me, that's what made the whole story unique. So Cameron, our main female, she was such a unique character to me. She wanted to do everything. She didn't want to be tied down by a job. She didn't want to have to do the same routine every day. She wants to travel the world, she wants to experience everything, and I absolutely loved her for that. I really admire her for having the guts to jump on a bus and have no plan of where you're going, just to get away, and that's something that I loved about her character. She was just so impulsive and she just wanted to do things that she loved instead of being tied down, and she was such a genuine character that I just connected with her instantly. And then we have Andrew. Wow. He's a very cocky character. He's pretty full of himself, but he's so funny. I just absolutely adore his character. He's so sweet and kind and I love him so much. Cameron and Andrew's road trip brought out different sides of them and they got to know each other through this road trip, and this led to the main part of this story, which is Cam and Andrew's relationship. So to start with, they aren't in a relationship for most of the book. Then things start to heat up between the two of them. Even though they both want to try and stay away from each other, it's impossible because they have far too much chemistry. But the sex scenes and everything else in this book was so steamy, I'm not kidding. It's probably the best sex scenes I've ever read in a book in my entire life. I loved everything about them. I loved the way that they were written. They were just perfect the way they were written. But seriously, I don't know how Cameron managed to keep away from Andrew for so long. I would have given in right away and said to him, okay fine, you can own me, let's go, get it on. I wouldn't have been able to prevent myself from not doing it. I really admire her strength for being able to stay away from him for so long, because Andrew is such a dominant character when he gets into those situations that I just wouldn't be able to resist him. So like I said, Andrew and Cameron both had pasts. Cameron's was really heartbreaking, and then I found out Andrew's secret. I kind of guessed it towards the end of the book, and I started to talk myself out of it because I was like, no, it can't be true. That can't be what his secret is. It just can't be because of the whole book, and because of everything that's happened. It can't be a secret. And then it got to the point where I found out what it was, and I just died. Even though I knew what it was, I was convincing myself that it wasn't, but it was, and I cried. It was so upsetting. I just couldn't believe it. And the ending was slightly cheesy, but by this point I just didn't even care because I was so invested in the story and the characters that they could have done everything that usually happens at the end of a cheesy book, and I wouldn't have even cared, because I love them so much that I just want them to be happy and I want everything to work out for them. So I was really happy with the end of the book. So I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars because I absolutely love it. This is probably the best new adult book I've read, and I think it will be pretty hard to top it. I'm really looking forward to The Edge of Always, which is the second book in the series, and it comes out later on this year, and I can't wait for more Cam and Andrew because I need them. So that was my review for The Edge of Never by J.A. Redmerski. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.